Hello guys, how are you guys today? I'm in the game room and this is the docile tank. I've already introduced you guys to this tank before. I am bringing you a new I guess discussion about my tank. I have a story. I wanted to delight you guys with really great stories, but today's story is a little grim. My son, Junior, he's 24 years old, and he's just, he's my eldest son, and I tell you, he is something else. Well, let me tell you about the story. The story is that my brother, my older brother, is a retired NFL player, and he took up the hobby of fish. He has an aquarium, beautiful aquarium, and he has fish, and he buys fish, and then he gets me fish, and a lot of times if his fish are not getting along, he'll send them to me. He has the big bucks to spend, so I'm like, hey, whatever you don't want, I will definitely adopt. So the story today, it's usually nice stories, but I'll share it with you guys. The story today is that my son decided, he went to my brother's house, his uncle's house, to work out. And he worked out, and my brother was like, hey, I have some fish for your mom here. And he put them in a Tupperware container with the lid on top. And so my son is on his way home. He goes to the grocery store, and then he comes home. He brings the groceries in. It's like another day. Hello, how are you doing? Get dinner prepared, and we eat dinner, and I'm, looking at watching a movie, and he says, Mom, I have some bad news. And I was like, oh man, what is it? Were my videos really corny? Did you watch my videos and they're corny? Because, I want them to give me critique. I want them to, give me the honest. And he was like, no. He's like, this is what I want to tell you. And he has this Tupperware bowl full of water in his container full of water in his hand. And he said, my uncle had me send over, bring these fish to you. And I totally forgot that he gave these fish to me and to give to you, and they've been in the car all this time, so I think they're dead. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I was so devastated, and I looked at the fish, and one was totally dead, DOA. It was dead on arrival, dead as a roar nail, and the other one was hanging on a limb. And I was like, oh my god, these fish are suffocating. One has actually suffocated, and the other is hanging on by a thread. So he's like, Mom, what do you want me to do? I'm like, put it in the tank. The other one we have, you have to flush it down the toilet, but the other one, just put it in the tank and watch it. So he put it in the tank, and he watched it, and he's like, okay, well, it's he lost it. He was like, I don't know where it's at. And so he said, come down here and see what fish is brand new. So I'm looking at the fish, and the fish is really weak, and the bubbles in the water is just pushing it all over the place. So I was like, oh my goodness. I don't think this fish is going to survive. So, well, it's called a rainbow fish. And it had, you know, it lost its balance. It's still a little, you know, I don't know, but it looks like it's trying to regain some strength, and you know, it looks much better than what it was. So that's the fish there. It's a rainbow fish, and I'll go here. It's right there, right by the ballast shark, and I've never had a rainbow fish, so I'm gonna have to read up on the rainbow fish to see how big they get, what exactly they eat, and if they needed, if they can stay in this docile community tank, or if I have to transfer it over to a different tank. But I'll read up on it. So far, it looks like it's trying to just catch its bearings and get itself back together. But I'm glad that the story wasn't too grim. I don't think, you know, at least one survived, and it looks like it's gonna be okay. But I was so devastated. I was so upset with him. I'm telling you, these young folks these days. But I'm glad. Thank you, brother, for getting me another fish. And he's the one that also got me the spotted yellowfish, and I saw it earlier, but it goes to the back of the tank, and it surprises us every once in a while. It's so beautiful. I'll show that to you guys one day, but it doesn't look like it wants to present itself. It's in hiding. So that's the story of the day. It was a happy ending, or a so-so. But anyways, that's the talk. At least one survived. And now every time he comes home from workout, I'm saying, you don't have a fish in the car, do you? All right. You guys have a great day. Bye.